Alright, we are live and welcome to another episode of Xcom2 Iron Man Commander modded campaign. And Bakira, I'm gonna guide you through this mission as well. And if I remember correctly, this is the first UFO landing we see in our 70 plus missions together. So I am going to explain this mission that actually never showed up. This is actually very close to a supply run, where as long as you are in concealment, you do not have any type of time pressure. However, as soon as you begin concealment, you will get an objective, which is to come over here and activate this console. I don't remember correctly if it can be done via a long-range hacking. However, that was the intention we had when we brought our best hacker. So there is a little advantage and a little disadvantage. As long as we are not revealed, we will be using all the turns that we need for perfect positioning. However, when we decide to engage, we need to realize that within very few turns we will need to engage probably most of the pods available in the mission, if not all of them. So what we will do is find good positions for exactly that purpose, or those purposes. We do have major support from in the form of our super mega powerful warlock, so we'll be able to deal with early pods as easy as possible. I see already a very good engagement, which could be either taking the Lancer or the Shield Bearer much more interesting. So maybe we will start directly with that. Again, now that we have Mind Domination, we are capable of taking an enemy unit for the entire duration of the mission, as long as our warlock stands. And if we do so, we will just be able to control the flow of the mission much more easily. We'll basically have yet again a living mimic beacon, because we can leave this guy out of cover. But additionally, we'll have access to the Shield Bearer's ability, which is pretty powerful. I'm curious to see if being active on our turn, okay, the answer is no. I was curious to see if mind controlling someone who has not moved for cover would yield the extra actions that they normally use to run for cover. However, the answer is no. Well, let's see. We want to take care of the sectoid, and we want to take care of the Lancer. The sectoid seems to have some mind controlling abilities. I'm guessing this because of the name. So we'll have to make sure that he's dead. And for everything else, can we actually just one-shot him? 9 to 10. This could end up not being a kill. A little bit of a shame. For everything else, I am considering going forward as much as I can. There's a few reasons for this, but the strongest one is we really do not care about how many activations we have. All we care about is reaching the center so that we can use the console. I believe this is the one. So I'm already thinking, how am I gonna profile in this direction so that we can take advantage of that. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So if I were to use the sword with Gika, we actually get 100% of a kill on the sectoid. So that sounds very interesting right now. And the other thing we could do is we could move over here. Check the shot. It's a 26%. However, thanks to Hail of Bullets, we will be absolutely able to hit 100% of the time. And I already see this has the chance to be a kill, but I won't count on it. Okay, we get an 8. 8 is not a kill, as we mentioned. So I'm thinking, what would be the best way to get rid of them? How about the lightning hands? Wait, we don't see him. So let's get closer. And let's try with lightning hands, 45%. That is the kill we needed. Excellent. I believe we got a hair trigger. No, that was lightning hands, never mind. So the question is, how do we move on for this sectoid? Because I have a tiny interest in actually giving the kill to the to the Templar because of the focus increase. So I'm gonna move Mikika over here and hope that this is not a crit. If it is a crit, we will accept it. We got a crit, we accept it. So the Templar will have to stay around and be sad for a little longer. We'll take some overwatches just to be safe. We don't know what type of patrols are waiting just around the corner, so we'll have to slow down this exact turn. Alright, so those are our 5 turns plus the initial one to finish the mission. To activate the beacon. It's not that the mission finishes then, it just means that we will need to kill all the aliens remaining without a timer, which is pretty much what we want in a mission like this. So what we will do is we will place everyone in favorable positions, since we kinda see that there are no activations on the way. We use the... Oh, we do not want to attack. We use our shield bearer mind control unit to check that. Had we discovered someone, we would have thought about how to react differently, but we did not, so we must be in a very good position. The only bad part about this is that I will probably encounter a lot of mobs, a lot of aliens when I open these doors. And it seems like we did not. Okay, so there is also the chance we may sneak because of this window. We may sneak into the area of the objective, tap it, and then have a safe rest of mission. However, we will send the shield bearer in, make some noise, do some scouting, trigger the first pod, has an Archon, not much of a problem. 2 Spectres, a little bit more of a problem. Hey Diplom, yes, sneaking the entire mission would not have been likely, but I think we got as far as we could possibly get without encountering major resistance. So the question is, from which direction can we... Wait, do we even care about activating the beacon this turn? The answer is no. What we do care about... Ooh, a rift. A rift would be beautiful. Already like this looks beautiful, however I really don't want to hit the console by it. So let's pay a little bit of attention. I'm wondering if any of these things is a door, and that is a door. I'm also thinking, if I send the Templar in, there will be 20 more million enemy units. So before I do that, because I'm absolutely gonna do that, I really want to check if someone available has the Mimic Beacon. Did I forget a Mimic Beacon? It all seems to indicate that I forgot a Mimic Beacon, which is funny because I probably have people able to carry a Mimic Beacon. Okay. So since that is the case, I am going to have to play a little bit more careful. Not having the Mimic Beacon means I don't feel confident in sending everyone way forward. So what I'm gonna do is place some very good grenades. I'm also considering using saturation fire, but first, before we do that, let's move up our units so that we make room for the grenadier. We could go here.
Hoffentlich lohnt sich das.
And now we can check. Saturation fire could potentially hit 2, also break everything on the way. This actually makes me pretty happy. Normal grenade could also hit 2, also destroys some of the walls, just not the ones that are directly in the way to me. So what I'm wondering right now is, will saturation fire destroy the walls at all? That's a thing I cannot confirm. But I guess, you know what, we could use it as practice and learn from that. I don't really need the practice. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm not that afraid of this pod. Not because it's gonna kill me, sorry, not because they're weak, it's because they're usually not gonna start with a full blow kill on some of my units. Also, they have that tasty mind controlled enemy to focus on. Let's try to see if Saturation Fire is capable of destroying walls. I believe some slots are open, the door is not, but it is enough for us to take some shots through the tiny holes that we open. This makes me very happy. Let's see what else we can do. So if I move over here, so you cannot see anyone. Okay, let's move the Psychic over here, Warlock. And let's check how far we can push. Did I just lost? Okay, so I lost sight, but I am pretty sure there is yet another Spectre over here. So what we're gonna do is place the Rift right over here. Okay, I feel better over here, mainly because it's 2 tiles away from the console. I don't want anything random to destroy the console. The Rift is on, however... Okay, so the damage is through, this makes me happy, but this part makes me even happier. Even though we miss, those were free attacks. Second one. Here we go, Insanity. Insanity hits plus Rapture. We get a panic, that means the Archon is out. Even though the damage already dealt on him is brutal. The Archon misses, however he gives us very valuable insight in telling us that there are more enemies over here. So crossing this line would probably trigger more of them. Let's see. We are able to take a shot over here. Would we be able to take the same shot if we move over here? The answer is yes, even though we will be out of cover. This position also lets me shoot at that enemy, so I am going to do that. 100%, 47%. 47 looks good, only because... who else do we? I could also go ham, but I'm not a fan of this. Maybe we'll drop a grenade first. That sounds good. The grenade of this unit is not as valuable as others, so I would rather get it out of my hands quick. If we accumulate enough tiny damage on this unit, I can use Combat Protocol. I believe that is already enough, right? We have an upgraded Gremlin that deals +1 damage. So there we go. Bzz. And finally, we have 2 units in the back. I will be using Overwatch since we learned since last time that Lightning Reflexes only works on the first hit. So if we have 2 shots, we may hit both and thus hit the second one. And since I don't know what's gonna happen to this unit this turn, I'm gonna use his special ability, which gives us all a good shield. Okay, so the Spectre did nothing, or at least nothing visible to me, so he's probably vanished somewhere. I'm considering if I prefer to just use the scanning ability for multiple reasons. One, I'll keep everyone that is still in range checked, and second, I would reveal the unit indeed. So we move over here, we confirm that we can hack. I also would like to see what the rewards are. Curiosity. We would get 100% of reducing the contact cost of a region. That's decent. And increasing region by 25%, by 25 supply. Not worth it because of its low chance. So we scan. Seafood. Hopefully reveal everything we wanted to reveal. But apparently not. So I'm currently missing, absolutely missing 1 Spectre. The patrol decided to go outside. It makes me feel a little bit safer about the situation. So what we will do is grab the shield bearer and move him forward. And move him forward again. I don't care about revealing more pots right now. I actually try to do that, but I didn't get it. Secondly, we are going to hit this unit for the kill and also the focus it can give us. Oops. Goodbye. We found some loot, 2 purple boxes, that's nice. We like it. And I'm wondering right now if I could prepare an ambush for this patrol that is probably walking around. And to that extent, I am going to just reload and keep everyone aware. So let's move over here. Let's open the door. Overwatch. Overwatch. Parry. Reload. And Overwatch. Patrol moves in a direction that does not reveal. Oh wait, they revealed. Excellent. Maybe they'll walk long enough to get hit by some of our Overwatches. I believe it's the Templar who is revealing them, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, 1 Overwatch triggers, and that looks like a miss. Decent. We tried. Let's see what else. Nothing else. Okay, that's quite boring. Okay, then it's time to start cleaning up. And the way we'll start is by making sure that the mission objective is completed. We really don't want to risk that in any way. So we get the 100% hack. Good that we didn't roll. We didn't roll for this. And now the beacon is off. As with any other objective, it also means that the patrolling units that were out in the field will have a chance of start going to the center. But they are more than welcome to join us. Okay, second thing we're gonna do is grab our warlock, and we're gonna check who do we want to bother the most. I'm currently thinking about panicking the priest, but that could probably have a high chance of failing. So I'm gonna move over here and try to insanity the purifier. Insanity, one of the best crowd control abilities, because it also adds rupture, and the panic also helps. It's mainly the panic that helps us. Is that a grenade? Ah, this is so beautiful. It feels like payback, you know. So many times has it happened to our units that when we finally see it happening on the other side, it just feels good. Let's find the flank. Start taking some shots. Actually, we are going to do this in a different order, because we are capable of giving holo targeting to this enemy. And so it's true that we want to keep alive as many resource thingies as possible. You know what? Maybe we don't even need to think too much about it. These are kind of weak units, so we can think about fancier ways to kill them rather than just destroy every cover and shoot and fight. We'll try some swords. Also, everyone has shields, so I really should be way less afraid than I currently seem to be. That's also a free stun, which means let's take some shots. That's a crit for 8. Pretty good. We also want to take care of this drone, so I'm a bit sad that I moved this guy out. Let's see what can we do against the drone. Move over here. Who else hasn't moved? You have not moved. You could kill the purifier and hit yourself in the process. You could kill the priest and maybe give him stasis, so that wouldn't be good. And oh, so this little guy is actually pretty impervious to damage, because I would need to drop a grenade before I do anything. And if I do that, then could I possibly get up to there and help? I don't think so. How about throwing a grenade through all the walls? That would be nice, no? Cannot be done. That's okay. We can Do we have a grenade? Yes, we do. Could we throw the grenade? We do not know. Okay, since I don't seem to be going to do something with this unit, with the heavy, I'm gonna give an action over here and test out what can we do. I have run and gun, which means I can for sure get this done, and I choose to do so. We drop the grenade, make sure that the thing is targeted, because if we don't hit, we will be very sad. I think I see it in red. Red is good. Heal 4, shred 2. That is exactly what we want. So now we have an actually sizable amount of damage that we still miss, which means we are going to prefer to use run and gun. Still 59, that's very lame. Let's go upstairs, I should have thought of this before. And 80% will have to do. If we miss, we will take one hit from a tiny drone. That is a hit, that is a kill. Death from above. However, we cannot shoot anyone else, so we just overwatch. We will... you know what? We will move over here. And we will ask him to wait one turn, because we don't really have a lot of people to take care of the priest. Put some overwatches and let's see what happens. Panic continues, just to make sure nothing is going on. We destroy this guy. Oop. Dead. Get the focus. We destroy this guy. Maybe explosions. Who knows? No explosion. That is nice. We're trying so hard to keep the ship intact, or as intact as can be, that it feels good to not get explosions out of nowhere. We move everyone up. We know where the last pod is, or at least where it was a few turns ago. So we can take some defensive positions over here. I believe this is the last turn of the shield. However, we are more than in an advantageous position. Not really important. Overwatch whomever hasn't used more than the yellow move, the blue move. So we lose the shield as we expected. A little bit of a shame. Still, the shield bearer is a mega tanky mimic beacon that we can live out in the open. We ask him to explore. However, I don't see that the enemies are joining us anytime soon. So we will just move towards the doors, just like we did for the entry, but in reverse. I believe that's everyone. So we can take it easy. Ah, this is perfect. The enemy joins us, and they will get surprised by everyone. Surprised. Dead. Activation. If he goes on Overwatch, that's a shame. That totally looks like he went on Overwatch. Fine, fine, fine. Let's move over here. Open the doors. Just in case there's something else to see. We go for a heavy destruction of a zap. That is 10 damage that we dealt. Beautiful. And then a melee sniper shot. Believe in the 60. It worked out. We had so many options on how to deal with that I really didn't want to think much about it. Even our Templar could have sliced that enemy in half. Okay, mission is done. We tried to avoid as much destruction as possible. One grenade needed to be dropped. It was not even a grenade, it was a saturation fire, and it did its job pretty well. So we can check how many supplies, how many alien alloys, and how much lyrium we found after it. Okay.
An impressive performance, Commander. Our troop skills are improving with every deployment.
No one tired. I like that. So Giga has reached Coronel. That means run and gun. Sorry, double fire is ours. Guardian for Aki. And the sniper will learn steady hands. Okay, so we found a ton of things. 94 alloys, 45 crystals. This was a very good mission. Some supplies too, because why not? So we have more supplies. Is there anything we need to do? I really don't think so. We have everything on the way. Is there any random unit ready? There's none. So let's try to remember what we were doing in this layer. Strategic layer. I believe we wanted to finish the supply drops. Sorry, to wait for the supply drops before we go for them. And I believe making contact was part of that strategy. I also saw we have like an Avenger power upgrade for one day. It seems like we're almost done with that one. Let's hope it's not lost.
We're reading you.
New region, hopefully new chosen.
Commander,
Yes, there we
the
go.
resistance forces we just contacted in this region have provided us all the intel they have on the Chosen actively working in the area.
Now that we see the assassin, we are capable of making more friends with the Reapers, I believe. And we totally wanted to do that. Not only for their orders capacity, but also because we want to have a second Reaper. Avenger power +3, almost irrelevant. Just almost. Supplies, facility lead, none of these seem interesting to me. Is there any possibility for us to increase the radio capacity? Distance comms. Yes, we can.
Commander, we've pushed our current power
The
systems
power
to
was
the
exactly
limit.
what we needed to do
We don't
that.
have any
Of course, we had
capacity to spare,
everything
which
planned.
means we can't expand
Come on,
the
guys.
facilities further.
Of course. So now that that is done, what is this? Okay. The question is, do we want to continue pushing through North America, or do we want to start going the different way? So, Oceania. And I think volunteer army on this side. We do not know what's in this. We do not know what's on this. Pursuit of knowledge we probably won't use. So I guess it kind of makes more sense to start with India. 20 intel. Ah, right. We have the discount.
Commander, as of right now, we don't have enough intel to get
This
a
is
solid
a ton of
bearing
intel
on the
in
local
comparison.
resistance forces in that area.
Okay, is there any place? 80 intel. Okay, so we're gonna go for the 21
Commander,
because
we've utilized
I
all
believe
our
the
available
discount does not move
communications
around.
capacity. We can't establish any new
We'll
contacts
start going
until we
this way.
upgrade our systems.
We have still some backup places to visit if we want to lower the Avatars project. I did yet another ops where I got more stats, so I keep feeling a little bit guilty about that. And we find ourselves able to start the progression on this Chosen as well. Will is not really a stat I care about, so I'm gonna send some random people. I kinda wish I could send the Side Soldier, but it's really not possible. So we send those, go for it, have fun.
Understood, Commander. My
Sadly they cannot get there before the supply, the month is over. It's a little bit of a shame, but we can live with it. Proving Ground still has many things to be done,
Incoming message for you,
so
Commander.
that's perfectly fine.
Patching it through to your quarters now.
Again, another
High hopes for the resistance
pristine month,
under your
no avatar
command,
progress at all.
and you have
So that was
outdone
pretty brutal.
yourself.
I believe Spider and Fly is one of the ones we want to counter, so we will pay attention. And apparently there's an imminent retaliation strike about to happen. Do we have anything we care about right now? Weapon research increased, let's keep that one. Scan rumors doubled, we don't care about that one, so Let's make contact with new regions instantly. That feels good.
It's as good as done. We've
Oh wow,
located
they
the
even
Elder's
fixed this back.
hunter,
So it
actively
used to be
working
that...
in this region, Commander.
Yes. It used to be that if you got the upgrade after starting a scan, you would have to finish the scan, but everything else would be instant. However, it is not the case anymore. So now the supplies have accumulated, and it would be funny if they also contained this increased amount and just have no way to check. We get the supplies. We also finish another training. Let's visit the black market. I don't think we have a ton of intel, but curiosity
Market is open.
takes us here. I don't see anything I care about right now, so I'm gonna ignore them. That's my rifle, about to finish. Making good time. With the purpose of spreading out through this region, I'm gonna start a radio relay. It also would allow us to capture the next regions for 40 rather than 80 intel, and there's 2 connections out of this. The radio makes sense. Nullance has finished, not the best one, but it's decent. Fuse, completely useless, at least mostly useless. Soul Steel, fun, but I almost never get hurt. This is Shield. Of all of these, I guess Soul Steel is the best. Not really interested in any of them, but I think every training that you finish with your Psi Soldier increases his will. So that's a very strong reason to do them. That is not very useful, so we want to see if we can get the second thing going. I see +5 to hack, which means Aki is going on that mission.
Our influence with the resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information.
Okay, I can send Maria as well, and then we can send a random person, you, to reduce the chance of capture. Sorry, the possibility of capture. We still get the moderate ambush, so I am thinking maybe we should leave the items on them. Maybe not. I could also wait like 1 literal day before I can get the weapon upgrade and send them with the weapon upgraded. That would be nice.
We have made
There
a
we go.
number of new discoveries.
The aliens are.
So plasma upgrades ready to be purchased. That is a lot of breakthroughs. Scare me a little. We could go for this, but extra. No, we're gonna use the sniper rifle of the Chosen. This is the one case where I don't think Grimey's loot mod has anything equivalent to it. I guess I could. No, I don't think you can replace any of the mods in the Chosen weapons. However, we have currently the order for 50% increased research speed, so we should absolutely make use of this boost and start going for storm gun or beam cannon. Storm gun.
See that work begins
I like shotguns.
Commander. I'll
And
I have a full report available.
before we
Commander,
continue
we should
wasting
make
time,
use of the ring
we go to the
facility and
engineering.
deploy our idle soldiers
We
on a
build
covert
the
action
weapon
with the
upgrade
resistance.
of
Hello,
the
Commander.
plasma rifle. Perfect. We can even consider buying everything else as well. Do we have the everything? Yeah, so the only constraining amount right now would be supplies. That's 55, 95, 185, 245, 285. Okay, so we're missing 80 to buy everything. However, auto pistol we can ignore. Beam pistol we could technically also ignore. Bullpup, this upgrade we want. Rifle, this upgrade we want. Ripjaw we want. Auto pistol we can ignore.
I
Okay.
probably could have saved a lot of time repairing the ship's systems if we had any idea
Now
how to translate their
that
language.
everything has been put into place,
Unfortunately, we
let's ask
don't come
Aki
across
to get
many
more
linguists
hacking
out
stats,
here.
and then let's ask Maria to join her to strengthen the bond, and then the sharpshooter to actually, in case, just in case. Oh right, So just in case we get actually ambushed, let's have a decent team to fight back. And I wanted... Can we just... Okay. I want everyone to be reminded that this is actually one of our viewers. So if you want to participate and have your own guy, we will do so as well for you. Okay, so this action is ready to start. And in the meantime, we still have to pass some time. I guess the retaliation strike will happen any minute now. I seem to be a psychic.
Innocent lives will be lost today, no doubt.
I guess this is a presentation of the assassin.
Your hands.
And if I remember correctly, the skirmisher will be the one. No, I believe it will be the Templar. In that case, I want to bring the Templar. Everyone else is a little bit tired, except me. So we can give Giga some rest. That means we don't need you. I want to bring the Magician again, because he's amazing. And Okami can take a little bit of a rest as well. We have another Sharpshooter over here. Another Specialist over here, who likes to go with Roma. So let's bring Roma. And I believe that's it. So let's make everything available for everyone. And we start with the re-equipments. I'll try to make this fast, so I'm sorry if I go too fast. Nope. Yes. Mimic Beacon, let's not forget like last time. Apparently we forgot to unequip the other thing, so that's a little bit sad. Also a medkit, so that's extra sad. Do we want a medkit? Do we want a second medkit? Yes, we can do it. Money is close to becoming irrelevant, just not there quite yet. Not quite there yet. Okay, mag replacement. Why does he have Scorch? Okay, he gets Scorch. He wants it, he gets it. Athena. Blue screen. Or Dragon. Or Talon. Let's go with blue screen. You should be fully equipped, so I shouldn't worry too much about you. I guess you can use the nano. No, you can use the grenade. Let's start using the frost bomb, and then this can remain the same.
The liquefied gases inside should lead to an instantaneous freeze.
Excellent. So we're ready to launch. We launched the mission. Just like always, I will cut the stream for 5 seconds so that I get a separate video. And I will see you soon.